Whoa, I'm live. This is my first time doing this, so I don't know how exactly it works. But the lady on YouTube said that I should start doing live videos on my YouTube channel, so I'm gonna start doing that now, I guess, because it helps the YouTube algorithm. Oh. I got one like, but no viewers. Oh, there you go. How do I look at comments on here? How do comments work? Let's see. It says sponsor and super chat. Let's do super chat. Oh, live. What is this? How do I see the chat? Oh, live chat. Wait, chat viewing options. Oh, here we go. Okay, I see someone say hi, man. We got Richard Cora Kenobi saying hi, man. We got Robert Mecha saying hey. We got Balta Skywalker saying yo. Oh, apparently Balta. So I didn't know that there was a thing on YouTube where people can automatically send in closed captions, and I know you've been asking for the longest time to do the to translate Anakin versus Luke into and all of my other some of my other videos into Spanish. Uh, when I figure that out, I'll tell you guys and I'll announce it because I know that somebody a few weeks ago said, "I speak French and I would like my friends to watch your video so we can talk about it in debate." So when I figure that out, I'll make a video so you guys can like put out, translated versions of my videos. Let me put the light on. It's so dark in here. Can you guys hear me, by the way? Let me know if you guys can hear me. Oh, someone's like, nice beard, nice beard. Someone said, I missed you, Antoine. I'm watching right now Warriors versus Utah. Warriors are winning by 2 points. So let me show you real quick. So yeah, the lady on YouTube. So this lady called me and was like, from YouTube, like the YouTube, they do like content when content creators sometimes get to talk to people at YouTube and they give you pointers about your channel or whatever. One thing she said was, hey, try and see if you can get people to translate your videos. And I was like, oh yeah, people be asking all the time, but I didn't know there was a way that they can auto send transcriptions if you just enable it. So when I figure that out, I'll do that. Two, she said I should do this. I should do more live streams at least once a week. So I was like, okay, I don't know how I would do it. Maybe okay, I was like, maybe I'll just do like at the end of the week, I'll do like a week in review and talk about my week in review, and then I'll do like a small Q&A for like maybe like 30 minutes every week at the at the end of the week. She also said some other stuff that's in my email. I can't remember. Oh, she said like for my older videos, I should put more. I should describe it a little bit better and talk about. I don't know. I was like, I don't really. Some of those older videos don't really, like they're old and they're stupid. So I don't really do anything. But she's like, everything on your channel should be important. Like, put descriptions for everything. Blah, blah, blah. So yeah, week in review. Okay, so let's look at my week. Let's go over here for a second. Let me read the comments real quick. That sounds like a good idea, like a weekly checkup on you. Someone says Lumaya versus Grievous. Someone says Berserk is really good. Yes, I will probably do a Berserk reaction series after I complete Cowboy Bebop, because Naruto is gonna take forever. Naruto is gonna take forever. So we'll do probably Berserk right after Cowboy Bebop. All right, cool. So we can review. Let me see what I did this week. Can I even tell? I don't usually schedule stuff on my calendar, so I don't know how I'm gonna be able to. Maybe I should do that more often so I can actually know what I did this week. Well, a big thing that I did this week, last week, is that I started my novel. For you guys who are not familiar, I am now writing a full freaking novel. It's called Amana in the Kishi. It's a novel. I mean, it's novel. It's a fantasy novel. Particularly, it's specifically African fantasy, because I feel like we know a lot about European fantasy, and even some with like Asian fantasy. We get a lot of that too. We know a lot about that lore. We don't have a lot for Africa, and I was like, I would like to see like a Lord of the Rings set in Africa, or like a Game of Thrones set in Africa. So I was like, well, and I actually the first thing I did last year is I looked it up, and I was like, does it exist? Let's look and see if it exists. And I saw this one author who said, yeah, like, oh, I could totally make a Game of Thrones set in Africa. It'd be so dope, But he hasn't done anything with it. He hasn't written anything. There is this one young lady who is making an African fantasy. What is her name? Her name is Tommy Adeyama, I believe. Her book isn't out yet. It's not out until 2018, but she sold it to a publisher, and they they want her to write 2 more books, and she already sold it to Fox, and they're gonna make either a TV show or a movie out of it. But it's a little bit different than the vibe that I wanted. She's making it more modern times. I wanted to go back in time and do it. So yeah, I started writing that this week. My editor finally sent back my outline for it, and I had the entire thing plotted out for that. So what I have here is my word count. So let me see if I can show you guys my word count. I have a list of what I did over the weeks. If you guys are on my Instagram, if you guys are on my Instagram or Twitter, then you know that I've been posting my word counts. But I've been keeping track. I mean, I haven't finished yet. I call Sunday the end of the week for me, so I'm not completely done. But this is how many words I've written in the book so far. So yeah, as you guys can see right there, Monday morning I didn't start because I didn't have the outline yet, but then that night I wrote 1,374 words, and then I went on and on. Wednesday, I missed out on Wednesday because I forget what I was doing that day. Oh, I had to edit something. I think I was editing something for Just Kidding Films. But then I got in and went in with here, and then this morning I went crazy in, and I still have tonight to write some more, and then tomorrow I'll write a little bit more too. But my total word count for the novel is 9,000 words, 9,300 words. Christian Magroom says, good job. Who is going to edit the novel? It's a guy named Jason Whited. He is already my editor. I already figured that's what he's going to be. So this is my book right here, guys. Hold on, let me go to the first chapter. Let's go to here, the festival, girl up right here. This is the first draft, so this is like the very shitty draft, but here's like the first line of the book. Everything about him was perfect. The way he moved had the grace of a leopard. The way he spoke sounded sweeter than any swan singing in the morning light. Though he was sweaty, water dripping down his perfect muscles, there was no foul odor. Now, okay, this might sound like a romance novel, but it's not. There's a reason why this man is so attractive and what this is all about. Not really a spoiler, but I guess I'll just explain what a Kishi is. So the book is called Amana and the Kishi. Amana is just a name I found, an African name that I thought sounded cool for the main character of this book. So basically, how should I explain this? Oh, okay, first off, Amana. Okay, so that's the main character. The Kishi are these African demons, and they're kind of, what I like to say is that they're kind of like vampires. They are, their whole play is that they seduce women and get them and lure them in so that when they get in, they eat them. There's a hyena that's stuck on the back of their heads. If you look up Kishi demon on Google, you'll see descriptions and images of them. Actually, let me show you an image of a Kishi right now so you can see what I'm talking about. Basically, it's a half man, half hyena demon that lures women with their charm and their really good looks. They're very attractive, but in the back of their heads, they have like this hyena that eats the women. So that's basically what the first establishing chapter is that I wrote, establishing the danger of the Kishi and how they work and how they manipulate women and charm women. Let me get a picture really quick for you guys of a Kishi so you guys can understand what it looks like. Kishi. Just an idea of what a Kishi looks like. This is an okay picture. This is probably the best. This is a good picture. Well, let me show you all these pictures. There's a... All right, here we go. So that's like a Kishi. That's like a perfect representation. Like, that's the front of his face, but behind his hair, hidden, is essentially a hyena. And so what he does is that he lures women with his beautiful face, but in the back, eats them. There's another one that I like this picture a lot. The beautiful face in the front, hyena face in the back. So yeah, that's an African fantasy that comes out of Angola, which is kind of a southern African nation, but it's on the west coast a little bit. That's one of their legends, so I'm adapting that into my fantasy. It's not exactly the same, but it's influenced by it, much in the same way that you have with like European fantasy. Like, if you look at orcs, there's different kinds of orcs throughout different fantasies. There's different kind of dragons and different kinds of fantasies. Some dragons that can talk, some dragons that are just beasts. So same kind of thing I'm doing here. I'm just kind of becoming inspired by African fantasy and African folklore and adapting it into my own novel. So yeah, I wrote that. That's the reason why that first line sounds so crazy. So what I'm trying to do with this series is that I'm making these books that are gonna lead up into like this big saga, trilogy or saga. I haven't decided yet. These first books are just going to be establishing some of the side characters. So Amana is going to be a side character in the big saga thing that I'm planning, which is called the Kandake Chronicles. The Kandake is the word for the Nubian queens. Nubia, of course, is just south of ancient Egypt. They had a lot of history that tied together between the two, and I just like the idea of like having a female queen and just having the chronicles of her journey. So that's the main story. I haven't written that yet. I mean, I have it outlined, but I don't have it specifically written. And what I want to do to establish that world before I get to that big saga is I want to write smaller stories about these individual characters. This first one being Amana, who is essentially this monk character who has to figure out how to resolve this situation when it's such a violent foe. Like how to non-violently fight something, kind of like Aang. If you guys are familiar with Avatar and The Last Airbender, kind of similar situation that he had to deal with. Like, how do you defeat someone non-violently? So that's one character. Mana is one of the monks that's going to be in the main saga. Then we're going to have another book about pirates, which I think is going to be really cool. So I'm establishing this little area called, I don't know what the official thing is going to be called, but I'm going to call it the Swahili Isles, I think. I mean, I don't want to call it Swahili because that's too, like, exactly what it is, because the Swahili coast is on the east of Africa. There's a lot of trade going on between India and Arabia and stuff like that. So I'm going to call it something different, and I'm going to make them like islands, but I want to make a pirate story in that area and then do a whole pirate book that establishes this couple that I want to have. This pirate couple, husband and wife, that go around smuggling, thieving, and stuff like that. And I want to make another a novel about one of the rulers of basically the Moors, the Arabian Moors, essentially, and how it is to rule, and what does it mean to be a good ruler. That's the kind of themes I want to touch on for that book, and then I want to make another book about being a businessman in the ancient world, and that's going to be based around Mansa Musa, who was one of the richest men, if not the richest man ever to live, because he owned all the gold mines in the Mali Empire, which is kind of in West Africa. So yeah, I'm doing all that stuff. I'm building up this world and building up these little stories and these characters that will eventually be in this big saga called the Kandake Chronicles, which is basically the Nubian Queen Chronicles. And yeah, hopefully that works, because I think that's going to be what. Honestly, I think what happened over the last year is that I got too into YouTube and I forgot about being creative on my own, like being originally creative. Like I was being creative in terms of like, talking about stuff that I like, whether it's Harry Potter or Avatar, Star Wars, Mass Effect, but I wasn't putting any original content out. And that's what I used to do a lot on this channel beforehand. Like if you guys look at my old stuff, it was like short films, it was video blogs and stuff like that. So I'm trying to go back there and not get caught up in the YouTube game per se, if that makes sense. So hopefully that actually gets released. My first book, Amana and the Kishi, gets released by the end of the year. I am going to have a Kickstarter probably sometime in the summer. So if you guys are willing to support and are interested in that story, that would be a great way to get in on it. You guys will definitely know when that Kickstarter is going to happen, because I'm going to blast it out and you guys will definitely know when that's going to happen. So that's what I did for writing. That was pretty much all this week. What else did I do this week? Let me see. So yeah, writing, I wrote 9,000 words, which is equated to about 25 pages, I think, or something like that. I don't know. I don't really do it by page. I do it by words. I'm trying to get 75,000 words for this novel. It's probably going to be a little bit longer by how I'm writing so far, but I'm trying to keep it under 100,000 words, because I like shorter books. I like lean books that get to the point. I don't like long, overdone books. What else did I do this week? I got a haircut. As you guys can see, I got a haircut. By the way, the plan for my hair is not just this. Eventually, by the end of the year, I'm trying to get locks. So I'm just growing it for like the rest of the year, just trying to see how long I can get it, and then I'm just gonna get like full on dreadlocks. I'm gonna like lock these up, and I'm gonna have a mohawk dreadlock thing going on. Um, oh, the Warriors definitely won. It's 97-87 on the Warriors. Well, let's see. Uh, uh, yeah, they're totally gonna win. So yeah, I got a haircut. What else did I do? I feel like I did other stuff. Oh, I uploaded the Naruto reaction. I finished the script for Ahsoka versus Luke, which I'm doing as a collaboration with Doodoo Film. And you're like, Doodoo Film? He doesn't do verses, but no, but he does these very good thematic videos. I don't know if you guys ever have seen him. It's DU Film. He does a lot of good Star Wars stuff. So what I'm doing is that I have a whenever I do longer versus series, I like to have a theme tied to them, and the theme for Ahsoka and Luke is, of course, the bond between them, which is Vader. So Doodoo is right now making it sounds weird saying his name because it sounds like Doodoo, like he's taking a dump or something like that. But that's his name. That's his name on YouTube. Doodoo Films is doing an intro for the video, basically, tying both Ahsoka and Luke to Vader. And that's basically what the whole theme of the verses is going to be about how they were trained by Vader, how they interacted with Vader, how they both fought Vader, especially because it's a versus series. So I just finished that. I finished recording the intro yesterday, and I'm planning on editing it right now and finishing that off. And then each day trying to finish off the section so that it can be done by like the 10th or the 11th, and then it's going to be uploaded on the 19th. What else did I do this week? I think that's pretty much it. I did a lot of reading this week. I finished up The Art of War by Sun Tzu. It's a very famous book about the philosophy of warcraft and how you battle and stuff like that. I just started reading the Book of Five Rings, which is kind of the same mentality of The Art of War, except for it being on a more grander scale. It's about a one-on-one confrontation, so I would definitely recommend that book. I also started reading a book called Finding the Soul of the... Hold on, let me see what it is. Because I'm writing this novel, I have to do a lot of research for certain things. So right now I'm doing research for the Orishas, which are like some of the gods of West Africa, kind of the spirit gods of West Africa. It's called Finding Soul on the Path of Orisha. So I'm reading that right now. I'm also reading Clash of Kings. Yeah, I'm reading Clash of Kings right now. Doing a lot of reading. It's important to read, especially when you're writing, because you can get different styles and stuff like that, and different insights. Is there anything else I read recently or read this week? I started reading a few books, but I didn't really like them. I finished reading Write, Publish, and Repeat. I'm planning on self-publishing all of my novels, especially after reading this book, because it's nowadays, especially with Amazon and iBooks and Nook and all that kind of stuff, all these ebooks, Amazon essentially is for authors what YouTube was for filmmakers back in the day, in the sense that you can just publish your stuff on there, and as long as you have an audience, it's fine. Like, you don't need a publisher to publish your stuff and you be successful. And reading this book, which is all about self-publishing, right here, let me see if I can show you guys. Write, Publish, and Repeat. Definitely recommend it if you're writing. It talks all about self-publishing and how you can control your craft on your own if you do it by yourself. So yeah, I think that is highly recommended. It's really good. I went out with my friend, my buddy, and my friend from high school. He also wants to write. He wanted to write like a mix between Degrassi and Greek mythology. We might do that, but we're not sure about that. But we are wanting to do a book series about a camp. Another book series that I want to write. It's called Camp Manawaka, or I forget what I named the camp. But basically, it's going to take place over the same summer. And in that summer, there'll be several storylines that interact. So I'll write a storyline, my friend would write a storyline, and other authors would write their own storylines within this camp, but they overlap. So we were talking about that, I think, on Tuesday or something, I can't remember. And then recently, I just talked to another author friend that I have about writing another novel about a relationship, a very dysfunctional relationship, kind of like a romance novel, but not really. Like, it's not really romance. It's actually kind of a really dysfunctional and very unhealthy romance. But I want to write different things. I want to be able to not just the same way with my YouTube channel. I don't like doing just one franchise, just one thing. I want to write about different subjects. I don't want to be just like, oh, he's that fantasy author. Oh, no, he just does romances. Oh, he does the coming of age stuff. I want to write a lot of stuff. And that's the great thing about self-publishing, is that you can do whatever you want, as long as people read it, of course. So, so I had a conversation with one of my friends about that. She was down. She was like so down. And I'm happy about that, because it really helps to have somebody who's excited as well to work with, because that energy that you can feed off of really helps you continue doing whatever it is you're doing. So that was really good. And I think, lightsaber choreography competition. It started a few days ago. So if you guys are into lightsabers, into lightsaber choreography, look us up on sabercomp.com, or go to our Facebook page and just look up lightsaber choreography competition. I put out the promo piece that I filmed and shot and edited and put the effects on, except for the 3D stuff. 3D stuff was not me. I'm not that good. I just did the lightsabers and some of the other stuff. That's starting now. The deadline is October 31st, so be sure to look at that. I just posted up the stuff about theme and the judging criteria. So that is my week in review. That is the Q&A week in review. I have a thing in my phone to remind me to always do these things. But yeah, this is the point where I'll do general Q&A for a few minutes if you guys have any questions. I'm eating pizza right now, says Master of Disguise. He's eating pizza, y'all. Y'all gotta know that. It's important. I wonder how these comments, do I see all comments, or does it, what happened to Anakin versus Malgus? It's still happening. It's just a matter of that one has a much larger thing at play, because it's going to be a live action verdict. So it's going to take a while for that to be produced. So right now, the main thing is that we're waiting for Blind Wave to get a Malgus suit for Eric Whiteley. If you guys want to help them out on that, like, just keep going on their channel. Go to Blind Wave Productions channel and just keep saying, like, where's Malgus versus Anakin? Where's Malgus versus Anakin? In fact, all 34 people right now, actually, yeah, let's do this right now. Hold on. All right, hold on. Before we ask any more questions, I want everybody right now. I'm going to do it right now. Everybody go to, okay, we're going to go to YouTube together. Here, I'm going to do this right now. Hold on. Let me. All right, everybody, we're doing this together, okay? We're going to go here. We're going to go, all right, everybody type this in with me. Same time. Blind Wave. We're going to go to their latest video. So we're going to go here. Everybody click on Blind Wave. All right, we're going to go here. Go to their videos. Go to the latest video. So go to here. Hey, they got to see Guardians of the Galaxies already? They're so lucky. All right, cool. So everybody go to their latest video here, because that's probably the comments that they're actually going to be looking at right now. All right, we're going to pause the ad real quick. All right, everybody in the comments, just go like, let's type hurry up and get that Malgus. Wait, I spelled that wrong. I'm only typing with one hand, so it's hard. Malgus. Hurry up and get that Malgus costume for Eric. We want to see a live action verdict for Anakin versus Malgus. Now, you guys don't have to write this exactly, but just write something in the same vein as this. And if we all do it at the same time, it should get them to see it. And then we can all just hurry up and get that matchup, because that would be really dope if we could do that. Let's go newest first. Oh my god, he's so fast. He did the exact same thing. That's so funny. Good job, Balta. Balta's the only one who did it. Now, you guys don't have to copy and paste it, because if you do copy and paste, they might just ignore it. But if you do different kinds of things, like, so it sounds unique, that'd be great. I'm going to refresh it. Let's go newest first. Ah, there we go, guys. That's what's up. Come on. There's 33 people in here. I want to see 33 comments on their video. Let's do it. Hold on, I'm gonna refresh it one more time. Wow, they got to see Guardians of the Galaxy before it came out. Man, they're big time, guys. That's big time right there. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Spam them. Just spam them. Yeah, that's what I like to see, guys. All right, cool. So that mission's a success. If you haven't done it yet, do it because they need to hurry up so that I can fly out to Ohio and do that with them. Because yeah, I would love to see a live action Verdict and just do that matchup in general. All right, cool. More questions. What will your next versus be? It's going to be Luke versus Ahsoka. It's going to come out on May 19th. It's going to be the first matchup of the spring. Focus Lifter Matt's like, your collabs are straight fire. Oh yeah, I'm collabing with them. I'm collabing with Doo Film. I feel like I had another collaboration or something like that. Oh, I mean, I got Taran Toxin, my brother as well. Antoine, unlimited YouTube power. Thoughts on The Last Jedi, please? Actually, if you go to Blind Wave's channel once again, you'll see the reaction I did for The Last Jedi trailer. But I'm not watching any more trailers after that. I'm done watching trailers. I'm just going to go and watch the movie straight away. I'm not going to watch any more trailers. Wrist of King says, Return of the Jedi Luke versus Rebels Ahsoka, I'm assuming? Yes. Those are the two iterations that are going up against each other. Joel Esk did it. I'm doing well, thank you. Is it time for the Jedi to end? I don't think so. I think they're really going to misconstrue what the Jedi could have been, if that's what they're trying to go for. Luke, of course, if you remember from the original expanded universe, was part of a new Jedi Order that was better, which is what he was supposed to do, and not, what this movie is making it out to be. It seems kind of weird. Is it time to breathe? Balta says. It's always time to breathe. Especially when I have all this. How old are you? I'm 27 years old. Sorry, folks. If I missed your question from before, now's the time to ask it because I went on a detour because of the whole Anakin Malgus question. What life experience are you going to? Oh man, I missed that one. Ask that again. I missed it. You think there'll be? Oh my god, I missed that one too. Really improving. Good age. Okay. Sorry, these comments are going by so fast I can't see them. What is this enhancement rate? Damn right. Oh, I can be in like different colors. Oh, look at this. Oh, wait, hold on. We gotta look at these colors, guys, before I. Wow. Okay, let's stop that. We're answering questions. Let's not do this. All right, here we go. Achu, do you think that Snoke is Plagueis? No. Have you played SWTOR? I haven't because it's only on PC. It's not on Mac. What will your next gameplay be? Probably the Game of Thrones Telltale game. Probably. Someone says, this is traumatizing because of all the effects I was doing. I'm going to eat this Snicker right now. Do you think there will be Grey Jedi in the new movie? I don't know. I hope not. Grey Jedi always felt like they were cheating. So how will Thrawn be Khan in your video? Who says Thrawn wins? Why though? Why though, love me? Why though? Why though? Eat it like a boss. That's right, Chris Gilmore. Aang versus Harry versus Luke. That's probably something I would never do because that sounds really terrible. I've had YouTube since 2006. I was on here before a lot of people that you guys probably watch. Monica is at her Tia's house because it's her Tia's birthday. Do I like wrestling? I do not. Let me put this Snicker here. Lupin does not have enough feats to be put in the Versus series. I'm kind of mad on Thrawn in the Rebels series. I'm eating a Snickers. Do I know how to sword fight? Not officially. I know how to screen fight, but I don't know how to like really fight. Would you ever want to write a screenplay for a feature-length film? Not really, actually. Believe it or not, maybe in the future, but right now I don't have any aspirations for writing any kind of screenplays. You should do more Dooku in the Versus series. I agree. He's coming. He's coming actually this season. He's going to be going against XR Kun in a dueling only scenario. He has a versus rounds, Dooku versus XR Kun. Balta has an idea. I am not a Doctor Who fan, no. Sarah A says, should I subscribe? Only if you enjoy the content. Like, I really don't think, I never ever tell anybody they should just subscribe. I feel like you should naturally do it if you like, not even so much the certain franchises I cover, but more so me, because this channel is more about me and the crazy things that I get into and like the inconsistencies that I get into here. I don't really make content for any one audience. Make a video giving writing advice and tips. I can't do that. I'm just starting to write. I'm in no place to give advice to anybody. Where can I listen to the music you use for your vids? You can look in the description box for those videos, and they'll have all the where the collection of those music tracks come from. Have you watched any more Naruto lately? I'm on episode 3 right now. Not Devin. William and Aaron should be coming back over here on Wednesday, and we're gonna watch probably the next 3 episodes. Have you ever watched Supernatural? I have not. Master of Disguise says nice. Are you watching any cartoon TV show at the moment? No, except for Naruto and Cowboy Bebop. Luke episode 5 versus Grand Inquisitor. Not really a matchup I think I would ever do. Where do you live, Antoine? I live in Los Angeles. Do you watch JoJo Bizarre Adventures? I do not. Do I watch Rick and Morty? I do not. Any new Therios? What is Therios? I watch South Park. Well, I did. I don't watch it right now actively, but I like South Park. Oh shoot! Someone said something about life experiences and novels. Can you ask that again? Because I missed that. Oh, someone says theories. I'm not really into theories. I'm not a theory channel at all. You won't drop kick Evan Nova. Not that I have anything against him. You what? You won't what? I don't understand that question. Did you ever watch Codename Kids? No, I don't know. It's so fast. Do you think Ahsoka survived Rebels? Well, apparently so, since Dave Filoni pretty much said so at Celebration, but I don't think she should have survived. Or at least not so much that she shouldn't survive. I don't think they should have left it so ambiguous at the end of Season 2. I thought that was really lame. Which I talk about in my review for Rebels Season 2 finale. Steven Universe. I've heard of that person before. I have no idea what that is or who that is. Oh, would I ever drop kick Evan Nova? No, I wouldn't. That's just mean. I mean, to be honest, I'm not subscribed to Evan or Jin Sarai because their videos just I don't jive with them, and I don't want to set myself to always have to be notified about their videos. Can you give us a sneak peek to your new verses? Sure, actually, I can actually do that. Hold on, let me give you guys a sneak peek. Are me and Evan Nova good friends? No, we are not. Not to say that we're bad friends, but no, we're not good friends. Do I have the recording for Ahsoka versus Luke on my computer? Because someone asked if they can get a preview. Because that's all it is, just audio right now. There's no... I have to edit it right now, after I'm done with this live stream. Where is the... Oh, I also did some freelance editing this week too for another project. Where is the? Maybe it's on my other computer. Quite possible. All right, here you go. I'm gonna see if it's on my recording computer, which is right here. Wait, I got distracted. Where am I? Well, somebody asked if they can get a preview, so you guys can hear how I sound before I edit myself, because I screw up all the time. So here we go. I think you guys can hear this. Early in the Clone Wars, there was... Oh, let me do this. Early in the There was a young, yet extremely talented Togruta named Ahsoka Tano. Though barely a teenager, Tano was inserted into the Clone Wars on the front lines. Tano was inserted into the Clone Wars on the front lines. She was apprenticed to the infamous Anakin Skywalker, a maverick in his own right, who could match the Padawan's energy and vigor. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Like, it's just me fucking up all the time, and then having to edit around that. So, like, literally, that's probably what takes the longest time is me just figuring out how to make it work. By the way, I'm holding a grudge for the April Fool's prank. I'm assuming you mean the Avatar one. What's the worst part of YouTube? The worst part of YouTube? I don't know. I do not know. What life experiences are going to influence your novel? For the fantasy, not many. But for the camp one's almost going to be about me totally, almost. Like, a lot of it's going to be based around me and growing up in the various places I grew up in my life. Yeah, the camp one's going to be a very personal story to me. But the fantasy stuff is definitely just fantasy and just stuff that I would like to see, things I'm interested in. But yeah, the camp novel is going to be more personal. Why you don't like wrestling, Antoine? Because it is lame. No, I just don't like it. I'm just not into it. Where can I get one of these novels? When they are released, I'm going to start releasing them at the end of the year. Hopefully, I'm going to have Amana and the Kishi out in December or January, and then I want to have the Pirate one out a month or two after that one. So I'm trying to write a bunch of stuff now and stockpile it so that so I can have a lot of stuff coming out after that. No, someone is late. I'll try and do these more consistently. Like, I'll set a time on Saturday so I can do it more consistently so you guys can like watch and stuff. So we'll see in the future that might be a thing. My hair is getting long. I can't wait until I get locks, man. Any style/analysis which lightsaber form vids planned in the near future? Yes, I believe the next one is either Afro Samurai or Samurai Jack. I'm not sure which. I think Samurai Jack, but I forget which one. Because I'm doing Samurai Jack versus Afro Samurai at some point. I think that's going to happen in the summer. I wanted to do that one as like a motion comic or like an animation, but I don't know if I'm going to do that anymore. What's your favorite thing about Game of Thrones? The character dynamics. What is your overall opinion on the Avatar graphic novels? I think they're good. I think they are really, really underrated. Like, there's not a lot of people who talk about it or like read them, I feel like, but they're solid. They're like a solid continuation of Avatar. Are you getting your locks twisted or are you going natural? No, I'm getting them twisted. Yeah, I'm not going natural where I'm like, I don't do anything to it and it's just gonna lock up like this. Wait, I can do it like natural. No, I'm getting them twisted. What do you hate about the original Star Wars movies? I really don't hate that much about the original Star Wars movie. I think they're really great movies. Mass Effect Andromeda thoughts? I haven't played it, so I'm wondering if that means anything. Like, I don't like the game or that I'm not interested in it, because ever since I played the first like 6 hours and then I went on my road trip, I haven't played it since. And not even so much that I think I've just been busy, honestly. Not because I'm like avoiding it, it's just I don't have time to play video games. Like, I was trying to play Battlefront yesterday. I was like, I don't have time because I have to edit or I have to edit and write, because I'm trying to set writing goals for myself each day. So I'm trying to write like around 3,000, 2,500 words a day. So like setting yourself to that, like you can't do other things. So I'm a fan of Return of the Sith. TPM was okay. Never a fan of Attack of the Clones. Yeah, of the prequels, Revenge of the Sith is the only one I like. I don't think it's a good movie. I think it's got a lot of flaws, and I think the only reason I like it so much is because I surround it with all the expanded universe stuff that I'm familiar with and insert it into that story versus it just being a standalone movie, and I like it for that standalone purpose. I like it more because I have all this baggage that I place into Revenge of the Sith. Its aunt just straight up says verses. Nothing. He just says verses. Just read Tales of the Jedi, a bit dated but enjoyable. Yeah, Tales of the Jedi. Merp, 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 merp. Well, I think that's it. Oh, yeah, it's been like 40 minutes. I want these to be short. Is a force cast still a thing? Yeah, I think it is. I'm just like, again, everybody always asks me that question. I am not the host of that podcast. If I was, you would get a lot more content and it would be a lot shorter because I'm not a big fan of the very, very, very long material. But yeah, if you have any questions about that, you got to go to Ready for that. That's not an Antoine question. Can you do a video on Commander Wolf? Probably not. I'm not very interested in that guy. Do you get paid to stream? I don't think so. Because every time I stream, it's on my PS4 and you can't monetize off PS4. The only time I do monetize is if I'm doing like a live stream for when I'm doing my artwork or if I'm streaming from my computer, but I don't do that very often. So, what I get revenue from is when I upload it afterwards, but not during the stream. Oh, do you mean do I get revenue for this stream right now? Actually, I don't know. I don't know how it works with these streams. I think this is more of like a talking to the commenters and fans type of thing. Favorite blaster? If you mean like from Battlefront, I'm gonna say the EE3, my favorite. Vid on the underground actions of the Dai Li from The Last Airbender. That might be cool. Tarkin versus Thrawn. Tarkin doesn't really have any military feats, any battle feats. Could you please do Darth Maul versus Mace Windu? Yeah, I'll do it for you right now. Mace Windu wins. All right, cool. So I think that's gonna be it because it's already 41 minutes. So that is it. Hey! Blind Wave is here, guys. Did I just get Vandale rated? Yes, you did. Hey, everybody, right now in the comments, tell him to hurry up and get a Malgus costume. Tell him what you guys need to do to get him a Malgus costume. Hold on, really quick though. I want to see how many of you guys rated the comments just to see, just to see why Blind Wave. Hold up. Everybody blast Blind Wave right now. Tell him that you guys want him to get a Malgus costume. How many of you guys came in here and blasted their channel? Let me see. Alright, so ever since I did that stream, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's right, y'all. 13 people back that got their attention. That's right. Tell him to hurry up with that Malgus costume because freaking Eric hasn't fought in forever and he's such a really good fighter and I feel like his talent has not been showcased in many, many years. And I think the talent of Blind Wave has increased quite a bit filmmaking wise that we got to see Eric with like some really, really dope filmmaking behind his choreography. And him as Malgus is like perfect. And then Shane as Anakin I think is good. Although I'll be honest, guys, when I saw Shane in Celebration, he was getting kind of fat, so he needs to like kind of work out before we shoot anything. So, but yeah, so glad that Blind Wave finally got to see what was going on. That they got blasted. Hell yeah. Anakin or Vader? Do you mean like Anakin versus Vader? Because I have a very specific thought process behind that. I think Anakin beats Vader, but I don't think pre-suit Vader beats the cybernetic Vader. If that makes sense. Wow, my girlfriend just texted me. She said my aunt has 17 kittens. She needs to find a home for them. Is she trying to say we're gonna have a kitten now? Wait, hold up, guys. Hold up. My girlfriend might be trying to say she's trying to bring a cat back home. What's up? Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. I messed that up. But yeah, if we could have cats in here, I would love to have a cat. Just think about it, like a cat right here, sitting right here, be pretty cool. No, I used to be that way. I used to think only dogs, but then I actually had like a stray cat pet sort of that came by all the time. And cats are actually not that bad. They're not that bad when they actually love you. If a cat doesn't like you, then they suck. But if they love you, but yeah, my friend that lives in the apartment, they have a cat and they're fine. Like they're cats. I mean, they haven't been kicked out or anything like that. So it'd be kind of cool having a cat. I mean, it's kind of like having a kid, though. Although cats are a little bit easier because they can do their own thing, you know. Cats can't protect you. Most dogs aren't there to protect you. Most dogs are not guard dogs. They're like they're pet dogs. You know, they're just there to be companions, so you don't die, and like I mean not die. I'm sorry. So you don't die of loneliness. What I mean to say. So yes, Newton birds. I agree. I think Anakin, without being hindered, would defeat the cybernetic Vader. It's the Vader that was hindered on Mustafar that I think would lose to cybernetic Vader. Kind of complex, but that's what it is. All right, cool. So I think I'm done. The only reason I wasn't leaving is because Blind Wave came in here, and I wanted to congratulate you guys for getting them to get on it with the Malgus costume, so we can do Malgus versus Anakin with a live action verdict. All right, guys. I'll see you guys next week with another update and a Q&A session and all that stuff. So yeah, peace, love, and all that stuff.